pasa, gente? ¿Qué pasa? Bienvenidos, bienvenidas a los juegos del Tito. Estamos aquí un día más con Genshin Impact. Y bueno, en el episodio anterior resolvimos la misión esa en la cima de vencer a los del abismo y tal. Y en esta, por fin, venimos a las misiones oficiales de Sumeru, de Sumeru, perdón. Así que vamos allá. Vamos allá, Obelix. Vamos allá, Asterix. Así que nada, ¿qué tal estáis? Espero que estéis muy bien. Ya sabéis, como os digo siempre al empezar, que bueno, que podéis parar a dejarme likes, comentarios, suscribiros, darle a la campanita, compartir el vídeo, dejarme cualquier mensaje por las redes sociales, etcétera. Macarena. ¡Ah! Que no te he hecho nada, jabalí. ¿Por qué? ¿Dónde? ¿Cómo? Ahí, pero abajo. Ahí, pero abajo será aquí. Aquina. Un tirón, titariro, sigue avanzando. Vale. Pero para allá.
To Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, but Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
O sea, que confirmamos que las misiones oficiales del Arconte de Sumeru sí tienen voz.
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Oh, wait! Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
Tras la bruma y el bosque.
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us. Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we... Oh! typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything. What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap.
Sigue la voz. No puedo usar la espada. Ni saltar. Ni correr. Vale, perdón. Vale, perdón.
Traveler's been...
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Hombre, si es Colei.
Are you awake now?
Es Colei.
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Qué escandalosa eres, Paimon, de verdad.
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even...
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. forget. Master mentioned you should take more medicine
Por
once you
cierto,
wake up.
si os acordáis que nos tocó el otro día en uno de los episodios anteriores a Ganyu, pues es uno de los mejores. Lo pone en el top de los personajes en la mayoría de las páginas, o sea que habrá que empezar a subirlo. Además es hielo, creo. Colei. No.
Whoops.
No, Colei, como decía yo. Colei. Y su maestro, Tiñari.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But... So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Tiñari y sus orejas de... no sé... de lobo. Sí, pues tiene cola también.
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
Tainari.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well.
Me gusta más Tiñari y Colei. Ala.
It is common
Vais a quedar con
practice
esos
for
nombres.
Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol in hopes of asking directions. You two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have... Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness. We can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right. Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs and... Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Bueno, pues en realidad no es la primera vez que venimos a Sumeru, pero bueno. Digamos que quizás debería haberme esperado y todas las misiones de los Aranara y tal haberlas hecho una vez que ya hubiéramos venido a Sumeru. Pero bueno, no...
All right, next let's see. Right hand. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's...
But I have a vision too!
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tainari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but,
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way!
Venga, Pues vale, pues vamos a comprobar el estado de las lámparas en el camino.
In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Pues vale.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next.
Luego cuando termine voy a hacer yo fuera de cámara misiones de reputación de Inazuma. O de Liyue. De Liyue, Liyue, de Liyue, 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 Liyue. Estas las misiones completadas. Amber. Pero todas estas ya las hemos hecho. Esto es como un resumen, sí, de... Vale, vale. La 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 la. Viajera. Capítulo 1, acto 4. Inazuma. Intermedio, Viajera, Sumeru. ¿Ves? Y por eso decía yo. Capítulo 1, Liyue, acto 2, acto 1. Y Mostrar. Ah, es el prólogo. Vale, vale, vale. Vale, vale. Bueno, pues, ¿a dónde vamos? ¿Qué había que estar haciendo? Limpiar las lámparas, ¿no?
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't... Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukudevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared on a great... According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then...
Huh? You're not too sure?
But yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't...
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't... Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm. Sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but...
Sorry. I was rambling on just now.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes
each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, consider...
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I had been away from Sumeru for some time.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy.
Piri, 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 piri. No sé si tengo algún dendro para ofrecerle.
The deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below. Nice work. That's one clean statue.
Buah, uno tengo. Vale, venga, reúnete con Colei. Con Colei o con Colei. Con colágeno. Hola, Coletti.
Colin, we're back.
Welcome back. You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called
Doner kebab.
I hope you'll like them. Whoops!
No, you dropped it on the ground.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
Collejón.
Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been...
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments.
Oh,
Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, But Master declines their offers every time, saying Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. Seems you already know him well.
Os voy a decir esto porque la verdad es que no tengo ningún interés en acariciarle las orejas a Tiñari.
Master could obviously have a bright future in the academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way.
Te lo mereces.
I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is she going to die?" It probably started...
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
Sí, porque claro, si me muero yo, ¿a quién le vas a ir a dar el coñazo? Y la tabarra.
Hey! Now even Kale started to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some Paimon...
Ya, que te pire, fantasma.
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just...
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville.
Pues venga, vamos.
Huh?
Vamos a la villa.
What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden?
Pum, purum, pum, 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 pum. Trébol de 4 hojas del afortunado.
Ah, traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back.
Oh, Kale?
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just...
Espera hasta el día siguiente a las 8.
I'm dead on my feet. I think I'll stay here.
Bueno, pues nada, esperemos hasta las 8. Misión completa.
I was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look.
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here? What?
I came to check on Kale's condition.
You mean she's sick? How could she be? Oh, wait a minute.
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with...
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and...
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time.
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that at first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier?
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you're already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary. All right, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the traveler.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar
No
lotus.
problemo.
It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their...
Hey, Tainari?
Chaval, si nos conocemos este bosque como la palma de nuestra mano.
Lunar lotus can
Recolecta
be
hierbas
found all over the
medicinales.
rainforest, but it often grows right here around
Con tiñari.
Gandarville.
Ni o ni no ni no ni no ni no no ni no no ni no ni. Tainari.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all. There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed...
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Y uno de repuesto.
Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very... I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari! Someone's calling your name.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? Let's go find out what's going on.
Pium, piuing.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandarvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area. So we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime...
Wait, Tainari! Why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many... There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering.
Sí, sí la
The
conocemos bien,
affected
a la
areas
zona
not only
marchita.
cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the Withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal, but you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements. Don't sweat it. We've helped others deal with similar situations before.
Wait, you've met other forest rangers before? I was planning to properly show you both how to identify the Wither... Anyway, since you two are experienced adventurers, come with me.